Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's EOC3 and welcome to One Slot Battle Cats, Chapter 3. Today we're going up against a boss called Teacher Bun Bun. This guy is the meanest, the toughest, most powerful boss we've gone up against, and he literally makes like half of all Battle Cats players quit. How will we beat it? I'll show you. Anyways, to start things off, we can claim 1 million XP from claiming every single superior treasure in Empire of Cats number 2, which means that we are at maximum power and ready to go do Chapter 3. Where, oh my goodness, things do cost a lot of energy, but luckily I do happen to have 18 leaderships and a treasure festival going on for the next 7 days. Just kidding, you idiots. Alright, guys, it's cat day. And you know what happens on cat day? Me neither, but I'm getting 22 cat food from this stage. I'm pretty sure cat day is the reason why we have the 7 days of free stuff, but this is kind of amazing. Cat day is great. We can also go gambling in the lottery, and we got the worst possible prize, 100 cat food. Still pretty good. I mean, you can't complain. 100 cat food's 100 cat food. Let's also do the proving grounds here. We're going to see how far we're able to get to with just our measly little Paris cat. And honestly, the reason I'm doing all this stuff is because it's limited time, and like it's a very efficient way to spend your energy to get XP. So let's see. First round, pretty easy. It's just a bunch of bears and elephants. We can take them. They're definitely a higher magnitude than we're used to. I think everything here is made for EOC3 magnifications, and by the way, those magnifications are 400%. 400%? Did you guys hear that right? 400%. What are all these gorillas doing here? They're just gonna get destroyed. But anyways, 400% magnifications means that everything that is placed down is 4 times as powerful as they were in EOC1, and they're like 2.3 times as powerful as EOC2. So like even if we went up against the exact same boss we did last time, we get absolutely destroyed. It's not even a question. Speaking of getting destroyed, we managed to get 150,000 XP, which is alright, I guess, but it's nothing special. Now we're going to go do some event stages. These things, they give legendary banknotes, and I'm not going to actually show the event stages. They're pretty boring. But legendary banknotes are cool. They're going to unlock some new cat units for us, which will allow us to get a higher user rank. User rank gives us more rewards, so that's super fun. Anyways, from the looks like 24 tickets we got, we are going to go and spend them immediately. I'm sure Commentary Me was actually saying stuff, but no one liked Commentary Me in the last video, so we're doing post Commentary Me. That's right. We got the Consultant Cat. Consultant Cat is it's definitely going to do something. We misclicked and did only one ticket. This is like Mitsuki Manisake. Listen, what matters here, none of these cats are useful. But we have them now, so we're just going to use all our capsules. We also opened a bunch of normal tickets in the meantime. I'm not sure why I'm paused here. I think my footage corrupted, but we have a bunch of stuff now. Now, speaking of a bunch of stuff, we have 2 million XP, and we gotta spend that stuff, so we're just gonna level up Paris to level 20. Yeah, that's right, our cats can go up to level 20 now, thanks to beating EOC number 2, and that's partially why they made the magnification so strong, is because I can make my cats more powerful too, and that's right, I get buffs as well. This isn't gonna be super lame, alright? My cats do get more powerful over time, so that's nice. We get more banknotes and stuff. I'm not gonna open them again, but they're pretty cool for later. I'll be showing that off in ITF1. But what really matters from that is the fact that our cats are now 70% stronger. For some reason, the difference from 10 to 20 is only 70% difference, so that kind of sucks. They're getting 2.3 times as powerful, and I'm getting 70% stronger. But you know what? Paris is so strong, it doesn't even matter. Let's take down some bosses. Alright, turns out my editing software is like in the wrong order, but looks like we have another 4.7 million XP, so we're going to make Gamer On go to level 20, because level 19 is just kind of lame. I mean, the one level will make a difference, but we're getting it up there. And then we're just going to upgrade like every single one of our normal cats. We're definitely going to upgrade this stuff. I mean, cat energy, more XP on stage clear, just more money, more cats, all this stuff. It's so powerful. There's no reason not to upgrade them. They're so amazing. And then we're going to spend the other 1 million XP on like special cats because they're pretty cheap. Ninja Frog Cat has been used before, so why not upgrade him? And this is just to increase our user rank and get a bunch of rewards. At this point, I've got 3 different plans as to how to actually take down the boss of this floor. If you don't know, Bun Bun is like 50 times harder than the previous boss, and the previous boss was not easy to take down either. But my main plan is to get to level 30 on cats, and you might be saying, isn't level 20 the max? Well, if I get to user rank 1600, I can get to level 30. And right now, as you just saw, my user rank is now 595, which is pretty cool. You know, you get a leadership for every 100 user rank, and you get some other rewards too. So, I mean, that's all cool, but it's nowhere near 1600. And basically, that entire plan is I get to 1600 and then pray I get another cat, which is a super rare. By the way, watch this ticket opening, super fun. But, you know, it is a super rare cat that I would need, but it is more likely to get than an Uber. And my other plan, don't worry guys, it's just to wait until October and not upload till then. Because in October, there's this guy guy named like Sanzo Yukimura or something like that, Sotori Yukimura, whatever. It's able to like pretty much one-tap the boss, which is pretty powerful, but that's really unlikely, and I need to wait until October, so fingers crossed we can do something else. There is one more thing I've got to cover before like the start of the real video. I mean, I know we're 5 minutes in, but the real video hasn't started. Sorry guys, I haven't actually played any Battle Cats, like not any fun part. But these are lucky tickets, and basically you can get one a day from ads, and they have these little cats, and the only important thing about the little cats is the fact that every single one of them can be upgraded to level 20, and they're super cheap to upgrade, which means that like it's free user rank. If you get all 9 of them, I believe, then you can get plus 180 user rank. So I will be watching ads every single day, trying to get as many of these little cats as I can, and by October, you know, we should have 1,600 worth of them. Wait, that's not mathing. And just the final thing that I'm going to be doing over the next couple of months until October, or until this video comes out, is I'm going to be doing these zombie stages, and pretty much everyone clicked off the video last time, so I'm not going to show zombie stages, but what I need you to do is leave a like and subscribe, because in like 15 years, when I've done 47 zombie stages, I will be showing the last one, as that's the final chapter boss, so like that's pretty cool, you know, you guys definitely want to see that. But until then, bye. I'm not actually going to show most of the stages in this chapter because they're literally the exact same as episode 1. By the way, episode 1 seemed really loved by the community, so check that out at the link in the description. And but right now it is Wednesday, and we have half energy cost with a treasure festival. This is amazing. Who added this? This is so good. It's 1 a.m. right now. I don't care. I'm gonna play Battle Cats until like forever. I'm gonna use all my leadership and get straight to the end of the. Oh, that's a bad word. I'm gonna get straight to the end of the thing, and then we're gonna fight the boss. Heck yeah. Also, Gamma Total leveled up to level 6, which means it can move on from the Shaolin Kingdom to Dusty Divot or whatever, Dusty Desert, and it can now give me some snipers, the cats, and some rich cats, which are pretty useful. Definitely gonna be needed for the boss. I need snipers. I am low-key wondering, do you guys prefer this type of video where I speak fast and clearly did not take my ADHD meds this morning? Or do you prefer a video where I use like the Battle Cats accent and whatever, and I'm like, fuck. Okay, I can't actually do it right now. Wait, let me try. Come on. Yo boy. Lock in. Anyways, guys, Gamma Toto is leveled up to level 6. I can't do it right now, but you guys know what I mean. That's what I was doing in the previous videos. I like speaking fast though. I don't know if you guys understand me. Let me know in the comments. Take your meds or don't take your meds. Stay off. Anyways, in the meantime, we're gonna farm some XP at I think there's 5,000% speed, and okay, we need the big guy. Big guy has been summoned and he lost anyways. No more XP. Little bird. Alright, boys, we've done it. We're in Hawaii. It's still half energy cost. It's probably 2 a.m. In terms of like when I was recording this. Yeah, it took me an hour to get to this point. We're gonna see if Paris Cat can take down Hawaii. Let's go. Oh yeah, it has come to my attention that some people might not know what Hawaii is, and basically this is where I got stuck in EOC1, and a little bit in EOC2, not too much. Hawaii is the second to last stage, so basically it's Hawaii, and then we're going to take down the moon with the final boss. And Hawaii is super difficult unless, apparently, Paris Cat level 20 is able to absolutely disintegrate it. Hawaii's supposed to spawn in like a bunch of big, powerful, mean guys who are going to absolutely destroy me, but luckily Paris just kills them first, and it's not fair.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are up against the moon, and I guess because it's half energy cost, I might as well just show you guys what's on the moon, because, like, you guys haven't seen the boss, maybe? If you play Battle Cats, you remember this guy. This guy is what makes half of Battle Cats players who do quit end up quitting, alright? This is, like, the hardest thing in the early game, and it really teaches you skill. You gotta use a ton of different types of cats, and they all gotta work together very good. There's a lot of YouTube guides on it, but this is a hard stage for most people, and like the thing is, you gotta have a bunch of ranged attackers, and you need to put meat shields in front of them in order to stop the boss. Wait, but we're hitting the base, and like the boss isn't coming out. What on earth is this absolute monster who is tearing through my Paris Cats doing? Alright, this guy, his name is Bun Bun, Teacher Bun Bun, because he teaches you a valuable lesson that you cannot get by Battle Cats with only one slot. I mean, it's physically impossible, or is it?
Well, we lost pretty badly. Let's check out what the boss HP was. It was a pretty solid 84%. If I collect all my treasures, maybe I can get that down to like 80%, but I have almost every single treasure already collected. We're pretty screwed here. Paris is not going to do it, and we don't have a cat more powerful than Paris. Gameron is not this much more powerful than Paris, and having a big tanky guy go up against him is stupid. You know why? That's because Teacher Bun Bun has 100,000 HP, but more importantly, 2,177 DPS. You know how much damage that is? Alright, if we compare it to the last boss had 170 DPS. It's basically the exact same thing, plus 2,000. And that's not all. This is at 100% stats multiplier, but this boss has 400% stats multiplier, which means that its true HP is 400,000, and its DPS is 8.7 thousand. To put that into perspective, we're just going to take a look over at Guardian Gameron stats. Guardian Gameron at level 10 had 81,000 HP, which was enough for him to completely solo the last boss, and now we have him at level 20 where he has 140,000 HP. And now that might sound like a lot, but if we take 140,000 and we divide it by the damage per second of Bun Bun, you can see we get 17.5 seconds that it can stay alive. And for reference, that's 17.5 seconds. If we take that and multiply it by its damage per second, you can see we get 55,000, maybe 60,000 if we're lucky. That's literally nothing. I think that's under the amount of damage Paris did. It's not gonna work. So, yo boy 3 what can we even do? This teacher Bun Bun is simply not fair. I mean, how can you possibly get like 7 times stronger? Well, we can't necessarily get 7 times stronger, but there is one thing that we have not fully done yet, and that's treasure grind. Alright, if we go to our treasures, we can finish them off and get a little bit more powerful.
Bun Bun, I am back. Finally, with my fully maxed out treasures. You stand no chance against my fully leveled up Paris cats anymore. Let's just see what you can.
And we stood absolutely no chance. But look, what mattered is we did have 84% last time, and now we're at 78%, which means we're improving. That's a 6% improvement. Amazing! Now look, yo boy, I understand that a 6% improvement is pretty good, but there's no way we can, there's no other treasures, right? There's no, like, there's no room for improvement. There's nothing we can do. That's our best cat, and it's at 78% still, so what on earth is there to do? You're just upgrading cats in the meantime. This is pretty useless. Well, we could always wait till October when we either have 1600 user rank or we can get that new cat that works. Yeah, but that's like ridiculous. You don't have time for that. That's till October. You got college finals around then. And nobody's gonna watch the series. Well, like, what am I to do? I can't use Cat God. Cat God's needed later in this challenge. I know Subtasta used Cat God, but that's why he quit, okay? Subtasta's not coming back. Well then, what are we gonna do?
Gamble. Your boy 3 you must gamble.
God? Is that you?
No, this is your third inner voice. I know it might sound so realistic, but this has actually just been Eli speaking the entire time. It's truly amazing, the power of voice acting.
But, God, what can you possibly mean by we should gamble? You know how there's rare capsules, and inside of them are uber rares? Well, I'm not telling you that I can see the future, but I think you should gamble some, and inside of the Iron Legions, you might get something that has a small chance of working, and you know, you'll actually be able to progress. God, do you have ADHD too? Is that why you can't speak? I'm not God. I am the same person who's been making this video the whole time.
With our godly abilities to see into the future, we were able to obtain the Mittersaw Cat, among many others, but much more importantly, we obtained Therma Deluxe.
Why are you playing Christmas music? Okay, anyways, we have the mighty Therma Deluxe, and this is because I can see the future, okay? We're using seed tracking, just like Subtasta did, because, I mean, he did it and he failed, and I'm going to do it and actually win. Yeah, that's right, I'm a dirty cheater, but, I mean, that was always a part of his rule set. He did it he did it eventually, which means he always did it, okay? Trust. We're using Mighty Therma Deluxe, and now, Mighty Therma Deluxe, this guy is not at all a guaranteed win. Alright, but I believe he has some ability to. You might notice he's not strong against floating, and that's what Bun Bun is. He's not strong against traitless, and that's what Bun Bun is. Why am I trying to use him? He's just a big ship. Well, I suppose the only way to show you is to show you. There's no other way to explain it. We're going to need 3 times speed up because, quite frankly, this is going to be a very long battle. It's going to be sped up even more for y'all, but this is sped up to 3 times for me because of the free speed up plus the paid speed up. And as you can see, our base is barely able to survive while the units attack us and we try to save up for him. And this guy is a beast. He attacks 3 times per time he attacks. Don't do the math on that. It's just how it works. It's called a multi-hit. Pretty much he deals a ton of damage with every single hit. He doesn't have that much HP, but because of how much his multi-hit uptime is, he's actually able to survive a good bit. And you're seeing he's not actually moving forward all that much. And if you remember from last episode, the closer he moves to the opponent's base, the less he will be able to move forward. And that is because of the enemy spawn limit. Unfortunately, we are having the enemies push against him because he doesn't have that much HP, but this will all be solved once I get up multiple of them because obviously he's going to be able to live longer than he is like, we're going to get more of them before the first one dies, if that makes sense. And so the entire plan here is we're going to stack up like 100 of these guys, and this animation that he has, that's not for show, okay? Pretty much he can one-tap that moth, who is like really hard to defeat. I mean, that guy has 400% magnification too, and he's able to one-tap like one of the strongest things we've gone up against other than bosses so far. So yeah, this is going to work out. Now we got 2 of them, and so they're not going to be able to hit the base anymore, and pretty much they're going to slowly make their way over, and eventually when we have like 10 of them or something, like they hopefully will be able to one-tap Bun Bun. Maybe, I don't know. And if we skip forward by 10 minutes in real life time, or about 30 minutes in regular game time, we have, I think, 10 of these guys down. It's hard to really keep count, but it's like an endless spew of these lava and like just a ton of stuff. It does a ton of damage. Alright, I'm just going to show you the stats real quick, because I had to decide which uber rare I kind of want, and like if this guy was going to be worth it, or if I should save for the next banner. And like you have to make that decision before you get it. You can't time travel. Seed tracking, you can choose whether or not you spend your tickets, but you don't choose the Uber. So this guy was kind of my only choice, and let's see what the stats are to see if, you know, why I thought he could defeat the boss. Thought as in past tense, but we'll get to that later. The Subterra Guardians, which is the evolved form of the Thermo Deluxe that we unlocked, has 60,000 HP, which is nothing really to brag about, especially with his spawn cooldown of 3 full minutes. Yeah, that takes literally forever. But he is boasting 25.2 thousand damage. This means with 10 of them stacked together, he deals 250,000 damage, which is really absurdly high. I mean, this guy can go crazy. And because they're not all stacked up on top of each other, and they outrange Bun Bun with 425 range, that really should mean that they should have only one of them being hit at a time. So with 10 of them at 60,000 HP, that means that Bun Bun would take like, I don't know, a long time to be able to kill them, and they only have to land like under 2 hits each on Bun Bun in order to win. So this sounds like a good plan. And let me show you first how you're actually supposed to defeat him, in case you want to, and also because I think it gives a better understanding of how to play against him. This video that I'm sharing is from @DrBattleCats on YouTube. He has been retired for like 2 years, but everyone still uses his guides to this day because they're super relevant. Link to his channel in the description. Pretty much what you're supposed to do against Bun Bun is have 3 meat shields or more, and meat shields are these little cats that he spawns in that their entire job is to get punched by Bun Bun so Bun Bun can't move, because he can't move forward while he attacks. So he has the Macho Cat, the Wall Cat, and I think that's Zombia Cat, and they are protecting the Dragon Cat, the Sexy Legs Cat, and also the Valkyrie Cat, who keeps on getting spawned in. But even with all this stuff, Bun Bun is able to push forward really hard, okay? I mean, even with all this stuff, if you're not clicking them as fast as possible, every single one of your slots, from the Valkyrie to the Sexy Legs to the Dragons, you're gonna lose, alright? I mean, Bun Bun has pushed halfway through the map, and he started off with a massive stack of them, okay? So this is, you can't win on one slot. I mean, imagine if you told him to do it with just dragons. It wouldn't work. Alright, well, how about we look at what my predecessor, Suptasta, did, alright? He used the Cat God. Now, Cat God, you get 1 free use, and pretty much that free use is going to be you spawn in an unlimited number of any cat you want. Suptasta ended up choosing the Dragon Cat, which was more than enough to just barely defeat Bun Bun. But if I use Cat God now, I may suffer the same result that Suptasta did. Because, while yes, he was able to defeat the moon, and into the future chapter 2, he quit at Into the Future Chapter 3 because without using God, there is simply no way to actually be able to defeat it. It's maybe not possible. And I don't want to use it now, otherwise I could get stuck just like he did. So, without further ado, I give you 12 Thermodeluxes. You might have thought there was 10, and it was 10, but it took another 6 minutes to go forward those couple of inches to the base. And, well, honestly, I'm not too much liking my odds of winning this. You see, if I don't win with Thermodeluxe, there is genuinely no other cat better for the job to come out for the next couple of months. I will be hard stuck on this stage for a long, long time. But let's watch it. As Bun Bun spawns in, I know this will be a short battle because Bun Bun hit 4 Thermodeluxes at the exact same time, which means either they'll all die super fast or Bun Bun will have to die faster. They're able to tank for each other because the ones in the back are being tanked for by the ones in the front, kind of like how the meat shields were protecting the dragons in the back, except for everyone is both the meat shield and the dragon, as Bun Bun comes forward and attacks them. But also, with the continuous knockbacks of Bun Bun, we are able to not be taking any damage during that time while still dealing damage ourselves. This means that Bun Bun basically couldn't even hit our cats. Yeah, this battle was not even close. Oh my goodness, it was so easy. It was so simple. I had full confidence the whole time. Not even a single fear. Too easy. Give me a harder challenge. And so, after 6 more minutes of waiting to get back to the base, we had finally won. That's right, we got a victory against the moon. We didn't have to use our cat god, and we didn't even have to wait till October. This thing was done after only about a week of Empire of Cats 3. Everything went as well as it possibly could have. We're in the end screen, which we shall pretty much immediately skip because this isn't the end, okay? I will defeat Into the Future. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and Chapter 3. And I'll keep going after then. That is a promise. But for now, this video is over. I shall finish collecting the more useless treasures, of course, for the next time, and all this new stuff that we've unlocked is going to be extremely useful in the future. But for now, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!